Typhoon Juan made landfall before noon on Sunday.
Ramdam na ang epekto ng El Nino sa lahat ng bayan sa
In the Philippines, at least 70 people have died in floods caused by
millions of gallons of water pouring through the Swat Valley, a force of nature with no
Drought is
respect.
affecting many areas, but the high cost of food and fuel is
This is what
compounding.
it's like in downtown New Orleans right now.
The Earth is beautiful and extraordinary planet. But are we treating it right? For the past 20 decades, temperatures have been rising along, with hundreds of factors contributing to it.
Global climate is one of the many stories knocked off the front pages by this pandemic, but even as the world economy soars, it's still there that climate change is existing. I am Christopher Navarro. This is the documentary special of Purposive Communication by Professor Magda Revilla Colaba. This is the evidence towards climate change.
Humans have influenced this by greenhouse gases, methane, nitrous oxide. Scientific evidence suggests that human activity like agriculture, urbanization, and industrialization have influenced climate change.
Climate change has concerns that the public as they wonder if it's occurring, how much has occurred in the modern era, what has caused it, what the effects will be if we don't do anything about it, and much more. Many people and scientists agree that mankind is the #1 cause of climate change.
Increasing use for fossil fuels, industrialization, and deforestation has a huge impact on the climate. Enhanced greenhouse gases are an increase in natural greenhouse gases impacted by mankind. The major cause of greenhouse gases is the increase in carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide being released in the atmosphere. If greenhouse gases continue to be produced at the same rate as it did in 2000, there will be at a 0.1 degree change in temperature per decade. This isn't likely to happen, though, because of the dramatic need for fossil fuel.
Clearing land and building cities or agriculture results in changing the climate. This is because the population is increasingly rapidly, and the demand to use of fossil fuels in our everyday life is also increasing.
In 1896, Swedish scientist Svante Arrhenius made a scientific theory according to the Scientific American website. He said that the more we burn fossil fuels like coals, the more carbon dioxide was released into the atmosphere, thus creating the greenhouse effect. About 120 years later, Arrhenius was right. The ones who are not only making tours are also the ones who are and are going to experience the most danger. Lives are being taken away, and the continuation of climate change is limiting our lives.
Climate change, also known as global warming, it is the observation of the Earth's temperature rising. It has taken a huge toll on us and our environment. Yet, the more we tend to pollute the worse the Earth gets. Climate change has not only increased the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, but it has taken many lives of animals, their habitats, and us.
There are some other scientists and activists debating about climate change, such that other people say climate change is not existing, and there are people also say that the climate of our planet today is changing.
For me, climate change is existing because, as you can see, the situation on our planet Earth such that rising levels of atmospheric greenhouse gases are a direct result of human activities.
Climate for me isn't changing. The science isn't correct or incomplete. Climate is changing. But people needed to do anything are human beings to blame. Will they just adopt as it happens? Climate change is a subject of scientific investigation. Will further research provide knowledge? Does the world need more of the tools of modernity to address climate change?
Scientists over the years have been very pressing about the dangers and effects that a warming planet and changing planet can cause the world.
Some of these effects include a drastic change in the weather, the likelihood of drought, and increased water demand coupled with a decreased supply, and a severe effect on health. Still, people do not seem to realize that the gravity of their actions, ignoring cautions and signs, even if such are already in front of them.
With or without regard to decades of piling evidences and many social and government efforts, one fact remains steadfast. Climate change is happening and fast. I am Christopher Navarro of BTL Ed 1 Block 2 saying, save our Mother Earth. And this is the evidence towards climate change.
What up, world? It's your boy, just one of the guys down here. Well, I could be more specific. I'm a human. And just wanted to, for the sake of all of us Earthlings out there, just wanted to say, we love the Earth.